Medica is full of knowledge about remedies which can be extremely useful in cancer. But the thing is that this knowledge is scattered in various source books, and it has not been integrated with the modern finding. So in this book, I have done work on all the breast cancer remedies which are listed against breast cancer in our repertory, and I have tried to integrate it with the modern medicine, the research in phytochemistry, molecular biology, and I have integrated it at the same place, so that when we are going to treat any breast cancer patient, we can easily and better apply this. So today I am going to explain about the Bellis Perennis remedy. One thing I have observed while I was doing work on this breast cancer remedies, rather all cancer remedies, that most of these remedies, rather I have listed 21 breast cancer remedies which are in our Materia Medica are cancer remedies only, listed under the remedy for cancer, pathological organ kind of remedies, and I have found that all of them are weed. You know, weed are the plants which grows unwanted. They take the nutrition from the desired plant, and how much we try to cut them, burn them, remove them, they back and back they grow, and no pesticides, no herbicides are very much effective against. They are the nuisance to the farmers, and these weeds plants are so effective against the cancer treatment. And see, this is what happens with the malignant cells. Whatever we try to burn them with radiation, we try to remove them by cutting, by surgery, or we try to burn them with chemotherapy, they again come back and back at the cost of the healthy tissues. So there is quite a similarity between the growth of malignant cells and growth of the weed plants. And interestingly, 90% of our cancer remedies are made from the weeds. So I think the cure for cancer lies in the studies of these weeds. The weeds have the key to the cancer cure. So first remedy I am going to explain in today's lecture is Bellis Perennis. This is also a very invasive weed from a Compositae family. See, Compositae family is Arnica family, a Calendula family, and all this family, all these plants from this Compositae family are well known for their injury effect. That very positive effect in curing injuries. So this is a weed. This is listed in our Materia Medica for treatment of breast cancer, and it is very indicated for the cancer after injury. So we can conclude from this that Bellis Perennis is a medicine which is for the treatment of cancer, breast cancer, which has happened after injury to the breast. And also it is indicated that when there is a history of injury due to recurrent abortion or cervical injury, trauma to female organs by any means, and any cancer. So any history of induced injury or accidental injury, if results to cancer, the first remedy we can think of is Bellis Perennis. And if we look into the biochemistry of this remedy, this plant contains glucosides, which is cis-quite-terpenoid lactone, and this alkaloid is found in modern medicine to be very effective against breast cancer of estrogen negative type. So here we can combine that Bellis Perennis has already been proven effective by modern medicine doctors as breast cancer of estrogen negative type. It is also listed in our Materia Medica for cancer against after injury. So when there is a hormone negative breast cancer with history of injury, with excessive pain as if injured. See, when it is injury, it is Bellis Perennis. When there is a pain as of injury without the history of injury, Bellis Perennis is double indicated. So either there is injury or a sensation, a perception by patient as if injury has happened. Both the way Bellis Perennis is indicated. So if we again go into the homeopathic indication from various source books, Dr. Margaret Tyler has told that this plant is a lone daisy. So people walk on the lawn, and this plant, the flowers of daisy, are very prone to get trampled or crushed by the people walking against over it. Margaret Tyler has written that daisy flowers are so much prone to injury because it is grown as the lone plant. So people walk over it, it gets trampled. Still, after this getting crushed and trampled by people's feet, the flowers keep on blooming and growing and smiling. So this happens with the growth of cancer. It's a repeated trampling down, repeated injury, and finally growth happens, which is not wanted. It's a weed. It's not wanted malignant cells happens. So, and if we look at the Materia Medica, it is a left-sided remedy. There is an aggravation before storm, cold bathing, cold wind, and it is specially indicated when the patient gets heated immediately after the cold exposure. I mean, patient has gone out from very chilled AC environment to directly to the heat, and something happens to the patient. Or there is a person who is working in that environment, that it has to face sudden cold and hot atmospheric changes. Other indication in Materia Medica is the unbearable pain. That patient is distracted, it cannot tolerate so much of soreness and burning. Patient desires company and family, and there is a forsaken feeling. There is a feeling, fear of impending danger. Like if you look at the doctrine of signature, lone daisy is always afraid. Someone will come down, someone will walk up and some animal will pass by and I will be crushed. The patient also has that kind of fear that something will happen, and dreams of animals running over it, or dream. So there is a dangerous situation, but there is a characteristic symptom that patient feels unusually cheerful in the time of thunder and lightning. So these are few characteristic symptoms. If we want to summarize, we can again summarize in short that Bellis Perennis is a remedy for breast cancer when left-sided is affected. It's a estrogen negative type of breast cancer, strong history of injury, extreme pain, and a patient is very sensitive to cold but better by thunder and lightning. There is a fear of being walked upon, impending misfortune, and dreams of animals with desiring company, desiring family, and fear to be forsaken.